Hello again, my Colts friends. Let's shift gears a little bit now to, in my very amateur opinion, about our Colts draft players for 2009. We had a $7 million cap room, and we picked first round to 27th. The second round, I think we moved up to pick earlier in the second round. So, of course, we're sitting there watching up at the Blue Crew, and I'm watching Chaz's computer. We was watching the picks on the computer too, so we was watching the TV, and I forgot what player he had. He had 5-on-1. I had Ziggy Hood going in the first round, and of course I wanted a big defensive tackle to stop the run so Peyton get the ball back. But old Bill, he threw another slider to me, so I wasn't real pleased about the pick initially, but when I looked at the whole draft for 2 days, I come to realize that guy, and who, that's the, I don't want to be Bill Polian or Coach Caldwell or Bill Polian's guys he has in that war room, because that is just not an easy thing to do. And then when somebody moves up to take a quarterback in the first round, kind of throws everything out of whack too. So a lot of teams got messed up there, I believe. But when the Jets moved up to take the quarterback from Southern Cal, they kind of threw everybody in that first round a little bit off. When we selected Donald Brown, now when I put out the vlog, the videos of the halfbacks, I actually thought that Donald Brown was the best running back in the draft. So, I couldn't have been disappointed there. And of course, I'd forgotten about how this is a 2-back league now. The season is so long that we have to have 2 backs in the backfield, and we don't know about Hart, if he's going to be 100%. I know we have some other running backs too, but it's just hard in this league to have one back carry that ball that many times. And by the end of the season, you got nothing left. So Donald Brown's going to be a star. I have no doubt about that. He can catch the ball in the backfield. He can block. He's fairly fast. He's a big stout guy. He's a good pick. Although I wanted a defensive tackle first, which if Parade Jerry was gone, I wanted Ziggy Hood, Evander Ziggy Hood out of Missouri. But we didn't get. But Bill, Mr. Polian, the genius, again, goes to the second round, moves up, I think, 5 spots. And he must really like this fella, Mohola from USC, big defensive tackle, over 300 pounds, I think around 6'3", something like that. Mr. Polian knows something. This guy has got to be the real deal. In the third round, I kind of scratched my head with Gerard Powers. Then when I got to read him, I said, well, he probably throw him in as a nickelback. And what about Marlon Jackson? Is he going to be healthy or what? So there we go again with what they know, what we need. So apparently that was a big need. So we need another cornerback. I've watched video on Austin Collie, the 4th round. I think he was the leading yardage receiver in the NCAA this year. Of course, it's a pass-happy conference they're in out there. BYU, he's a little older. He's been on those, I guess you call them missions or whatever it's called. And he looked good. So I think he's a returner too. I think he can return either kicks or punch or something. Then we get the big guy out of Michigan, another big run stuffer. He was a captain of Michigan, Terrence Taylor. There's two defensive tackles right there. He's over 300 pounds. Then we moved down to 6th round with Curtis Painter, Purdue quarterback. He didn't have a really great year last year. The year before that and the year before that he did. And he's not going to take over Sargie's place. But in a couple of years, you don't know. You don't know. Well, the Sargie's contract's coming up. And Curtis Painter's got a nice arm. He's smart. And being an IU guy, that's hard to say, but he's my guy now, so yeah, he's all that. Then in the 7th round, we pick up Pat McAfee. And the 8th round, we pick up Jamie Thomas. So Mr. Polian knows what's going on there, and I believe he knows what he's doing. In Polian We Trust. So initially I didn't like it. And I told Chaz I was going to have to scald Mr. Polian on this draft after that first pick. But when I see the big picture, yeah, I can see where all this fits together. And I don't think I'm going to give the Colts an A, but I'm going to go a B and maybe a B plus, in my stupid amateur opinion, of course. And then Chaz put out earlier that we signed undrafted free agents, defensive tackle Pat Kuntz from Notre Dame, offensive tackle Cornelius Lewis, Tennessee State, punter Tim Maste out of UK, punter, wide receiver John Matthews, San Diego, and tight end Colin Cloherty out of Brown University. So that will be our undrafted free agents, where they're drafted now, kind of. But Pat McAfee, that the kicker punter out of West Virginia, he, of course, we signed a punter earlier, and he also punts the ball, so he's versatile. Needs something like that. Jamie Thomas, an offensive guard or tackle, I think. So anyway, with a cap of $7 million left, what can you say? In Polian We Trust, and that's the way it's going to be. And I have to go B plus on it after looking at the whole ball of wax here. But I had Donald Brown's. I liked him better than Beanie Wells, because I'm afraid Beanie Wells, even though he's bigger, is not going to hold up like Donald Brown can. I don't believe that. So anyhow, we didn't get a linebacker, and apparently our linebacker core is tight. I don't guess we need anything in the linebacker area. So, but what I was worried about, the two defensive tackles, big guys, over 300 pounds, each of them, one 6'3", another 6 foot, I think. One, they described him as a big old round fire plug. So we stop that run, get that ball back to Peyton, and let's go to work. 2009-10 could be ours. Let's go for another Super Bowl. And just remember, let's go Colts.